It is Podular. We are back for episode 12. It is Thursday, January 16th, 2025. Give you a little bit of rundown on what we got planned for today's episode. We're going to be talking 2025 outlook, what the band's got planned already for this year, and what we are hoping to see the band do as well. We got a little bit of a new concept here to roll out during these shows where the band's not necessarily playing shows. We don't really have anything to review or preview, so it should be a lot of fun. So we got some clips to play for that. Then we've got Scotty with a given hot take, and we're going to be talking about some of your guys' responses for who would you have dinner with and what would we be having if we're talking band members of STS9. So welcome in my co-host, Mr. Scotty Fuller. How we doing?
Doing wonderful, my friend. How are you?
Doing great, man. Last week was so fun. What a
I
year.
know. So fun. But it's appropriate that I think undebatedly our best episode up to this date was reviewing the year that we just came out of. Super excited to put that thing to rest last week, and excited to look forward to 2025. What are you looking forward to in the new year?
Hopefully a Final Four appearance from my Illini. Go,
There we go.
go Illini.
There we go.
But
This is that time of year where I become a bandwagon Illinois fan.
hey, Ole Miss ain't bad either this year, man.
No, they're not. No, they're not. So, and until we see each other, I don't see it. We're not gonna cross paths too often until March Madness. So I think we'll be all
Yeah,
right.
that would be fun. That would be
That would be
fun.
fun.
But we've got a handful of STS9 shows already in the docket here. Starting out February 14th, February 19th, Jam Cruise 21, Scotty. The band's getting back on the damn boat. How do we
Back on
feel
the
about
boat.
that? First
I think
time in 15 years. So that should be pretty special. Your thoughts?
I think it's cool, man. I'm excited to hear what they're going to do. I will not be there due to the presence of a baby in my life. I'm not putting that baby on that boat. I promise you that much. I've always wanted to go, and maybe one day we can make it happen. I always said I'd do it if Sound Tribe was doing it, but I'm not doing it, unfortunately. Are you doing it?
It was in the plans, and then it's just logistical nightmares. I don't love cruises, and always said that going to Jam Cruise would be pretty sweet. Sweet. I've heard awesome things about it, but and then I said, hey, like jokingly, I said like, okay, well, I'd go if STS9 plays, but I had heard the rhetoric they were never getting on that damn boat again, right?
Oh, well.
But good to see him back. They're getting two full sets here. We've got sorry, Lettuce is going to be on that boat too.
Mm,
So we know what happened last time. Those
Old
two bands were at the
pals.
same. Yes. And Adam Deitch did say more to come when we posted the footage of him and Zach jamming together here. So that should be super
Well,
exciting.
well,
Just
speaking of more to come,
yeah,
and Adam Deitch, another project of his, Break Science, is going to be opening up for opening up. That's the next show on the docket after Jam Cruise for STS9 is the Sweetwater birthday celebration. I believe it's the 26th or 27th birthday celebration. You got Break
28th,
Science 28th.
28th,
I just
28th.
bought my tickets yesterday. Are we gonna see each other, Nate?
I will not be there. Well, maybe if you're gonna be there, man, maybe
I'm
we
gonna
gotta
be there.
make this. Maybe we gotta
I,
make this the first in person recording, which that will be epic in its very own. But yeah, man, like Break
th-
Science, the homie Maru years. Corey's a great dude, and then Sneezy, nothing to sneeze at either. Sneezy's a really fun band as well. They've been at Resonate. I know a lot of the fans have seen them before. That'll be a really good time. So that's your first show in a while, huh?
First show since Red Rocks, and yeah, excited to do it. Got Atlanta's my stomping grounds, so get to bring the kid with me and leave him with any number of family, and all the old friends will be down there with me. Excited to get one in at Sweetwater. I've actually never seen a show out there, but I've actually haven't heard a single bad thing about that stage. Everybody says it's pretty cool.
Yeah, they make good beer too, so that'll be
They
sweet.
do. They do.
Murph used to move kegs in a forklift for Sweetwater, actually.
That's right. That's right. The old lore.
Yep. Then we've got the band going back to, that is February 2nd, 2025, by the way, in Atlanta, Georgia, the Sweetwater 28th anniversary party. Then we've got the band making their return for the third year in a row down to Suwannee, May 15th and May 17th. Can be playing 2 nights, the headliner and presenting Resonate. So that should be a good one too. Last year we saw a Chromolite set, we saw Axe the Cable set, we saw that People's Glass Peoples that you played last week. And the first year from that was, I think, maybe even better. 2023. Those soundboards are insane. So I'm sure they've got some cool stuff for that planned. Maybe a little wave spell set finally. That'd be pretty cool.
Lord willing, that'd be
Um,
sick.
yep. But if you have not been to Suwannee, highly recommend it. We went last year and it was just awesome, especially to go for a smaller event like that, as opposed to a huge event like Halloween or something like that. Was really cool. So if you're on the fence on that, definitely go. And then we've got one of the premier indoor music venues that I have not been to yet, but have only heard great things. June 13th, 2025. It is an all good pre party at the Anthem in Washington, D.C. This is the one I've got circled, Scotty, for probably for sure my first show of the year. And I haven't been to DC in forever. Huge history guy. Gonna check out a bunch of museums and do all that good stuff. And CS9, hopefully play a barn burner on a huge stage at a kick-ass indoor venue. So that'll probably be awesome.
All right.
And then the final show that has been announced so far this year, we've got August 16th, 2025 at the Pines Music Park in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Oh, that's right.
Uh,
I forgot to write that one down.
joint effort here with String Cheese Incident. So that should be pretty sweet. That is Jamie Pearl's birthday. We will be in that bitch. You can guarantee it. Um, and that gets me excited for possibly some more collaboration with String Cheese, right? I don't know if you've
Yeah.
ever heard that. I think it was a River Trance from,
Yeah.
yeah, from Oregon. What's the name? Horning's Hideout.
You don't have that pulled up, do you?
I can pull it up.
No, 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 no. Let's wait till we get a little closer to it, and we'll we'll
Okay.
we'll we'll do a proper clip of it.
Yeah, so we should clip that for sure. But that was
Yeah.
an epic moment for sure, from the old school. So I've been seeing just those two bands on this one bill in a very long time, if ever during my period of seeing the band. So
No,
that's super
no.
exciting as well. But Scotty, thinking about 2025, I know you're calling for more Colorado shows. Let's start with you, man. What are some of your hopefuls to see the band do here in this year? They told us on New Year's Eve more music, more exciting stuff, more to come. It's probably going to be a huge year. What are your thoughts?
I mean, like I said, more Colorado shows first and foremost, because those are the ones you can count on seeing me at 100%. Um, and just more shows in general, man. I know the band's at a point where they've got kids that are in middle school and high school, a lot of them, and so it's hard to be away for long periods of time, but if we're not going to see a proper multi-week tour with weekday shows, I'd like to at least like to see more of the 2 and 3 night stands in different cities. I thought seeing Charleston and Austin and Chicago pop up towards the end of the year last year was cool, and if that's the vibe they want to keep on moving with, I'm here for it. I just like to see some announcements, and I'm excited to see it when it happens.
I've got three ideas.
Okay.
Let's go back to the House of. I loved Radius. Let's go back to House of Blues Chicago.
Yes, let's do that.
Come back in October, just like you did, but at the
Mhm.
end of October. Let me get a
Halloween.
Halloween Chicago run.
Woo!
Man, could you imagine the covers they would pull out in Chicago at the House of Blues, a three-nighter? I'm looking at the uh, I'm looking at the calendar right now, and it lines up perfectly. October 31st, Halloween falls on a Friday.
Mm,
Oh, give me a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 30th, 31st, first proper House of Blues three-nighter.
fuck
Let's
yeah.
let's book an opera box 3 nights and do the damn thing. That's my first idea. Your thoughts on that? Do we agree? I think I got your back on this. I think you got my back
I
on
mean, let's do a sound check pod from an opera box. I mean, let's
Whoa.
let's shoot for the moon, baby.
That would be
I
pretty
would
damn cool.
I
Yeah,
would love to do
that's a
that.
great idea.
With
Write that
with
down.
it's there. It's in the open. It's in the air now. It sounds sick, man. I love any kind of Chicago STS 9. I think anybody that's ever seen them there does, but I do go a little bit every time it's not at the House of Blues because that place is so good for
That's
STS
fair.
9.
Yeah.
It's I don't dislike it anywhere else. I mean, my one of my top 5 shows ever is at the Riv, but if that was a House of Blues show, it probably would be my number one. Like, no question.
Yes,
So
that
it's
show at House of Blues. Oh my God.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that might have collapsed that building. That would have been
Mhm.
insane. A second idea. I know we're going to Sweetwater in Atlanta. Let's see a return to the Eastern. I
Yeah.
think we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back to the Eastern. Maybe not New Year's Eve at some point. Back to the Eastern for sure. Awesome place to see them. Then my third idea, I know this is a long shot. Maybe they're gearing up for it with this lack of Colorado shows, man. Maybe we get a Mission Ballroom New Year's Eve.
Oh
That would get
yeah.
me pumped up to get back to Denver for New Year's Eve. I tell
Oh
you
my
that.
gosh.
Yeah.
It's long overdue. Anyone that knows anything about that venue is, and if you're a fan of Sound Tribe, that's probably the first thing you say when you walk in that is, "Ooh, could you imagine Sound Tribe in this place?" Have you ever been in there for anything?
I've never been. No.
Man, dude, it is cool. It's one of those. It isn't similar to the Moody Theater at all, but in the same way where you could stand anywhere in there, and there's no bad spot in that entire building.
Yeah,
It
that's what I've
just
heard.
it would just STS 9 would melt that bitch to the ground, dude. It would be violent in there.
Yeah, let's get like a sick opener. Who's the scheduled opener for New Year's Eve this
Uh,
year?
was the scheduled opener for New Year's Eve?
Yes.
I do not remember. I'm sorry.
Homie with the violin. God, that's gonna. Well, I'll pull that up during our first clip and we'll get back to
Okay.
it. But we've got a cool new format again for these
Yes.
for these episodes and in the weeks between where we don't have a guest, we don't have upcoming shows to preview, we don't have shows to review. So Scotty, roll it out, man. What do we got here
Yes,
for this
sir.
format?
So this is kind of, for a lack of a better title right now, it's kind of our wave spell format. Nate doesn't know what I'm gonna play. I don't know what Nate's gonna play. Bear with me, guys. I don't do the lion's share of the clip playing around here. We're gonna do some screen sharing on my end today, and we're gonna hope that it goes well. We've done it one other time, and it went all right.
You're gonna do
But
great. Yeah.
basically, the parameters are simple. It's not a competition. I did have the thought as I was making this, maybe we leave it up to the lounge to
I like
see
that. I
who
don't
they
know. I hadn't
prefer.
thought about that. Yeah.
Maybe we can make this a part of the point total for the song
The Pod
quality.
Podular belt, we'll call it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 we can do that. We'll do some kind of poll to decide who has better clips. But Nate has a Murph clip and Alana clip, and then a clip of his choice. Doesn't have to be Murph or Alana. It's whatever he wants. And I have the same. We're gonna go back and forth. We're gonna flip the trustees in can to decide who goes first or second. And we're just gonna see what happens. After that,
Yes.
I have a clip that I have not shown Nate as well. Kind of actually a follow up to a thing that we did last week, and then we'll go from there.
Good, good. All right. So we got our trusty Zen can, the ceremonial flip, the Cool Mint 6. That's my bag, baby. This is the flip side. Again, I'm going to cover all these codes so you rapscallions don't take my points. I'm trying to get a Blackstone grill with this. All right. So, Scotty, as you do, call it in the air.
Zen side.
I got first. I'm going to let you go first.
Fuck. I was gonna do the same. I want my last clip to be the one that
If that makes sense going into the video, yes, let's
Yeah.
do it that way. I'll go first. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Starting with my Murph clip here, and I'm gonna just put my cards on the table and let you see it right off the bat. The other one I want to be a little bit of a surprise for you, but we're gonna go back to the Catalyst in Santa Cruz in 2004. For this one.
Okay. Ew.
Yeah. Okay, Murph.
Yo, talk about some spaceship landing, son.
Oh my God, dude. Dude, the just the atmospheric sounds, the whooshes, the THX commercials, like with the huge sound effects. Oh
Uh-huh.
my God. So yeah, that is um 2004, July 23rd, the Catalyst in Santa Cruz. A lot of um legendary shows have gone down to the Catalyst. But Scotty, immediate reaction. Sorry, I didn't need me to spook you right off.
Ooh.
An especially spooky one, yeah.
I had to go get my bee pearl blanket to hide behind because that's some spooky shit, boy.
Yes, yes.
Um, dude, when was the first time Twilight was played? Do you know that off the top of your head?
I'll pull it up.
Okay. Um, it's such a good song. One of those songs that I love that you hear it once every couple of years. And it was cool that I think it got played twice this year and really got busted open.
Yeah,
The
the one from Elsewhere is insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be nice for it to be played a little more often to the point where we see that happen to it every
Yes.
time. Because I think there's a level of comfort versus rarity that I would like for them to walk with a lot more songs. Just
That that one's got some shit to it, dude. That
yeah.
one, like Phipps, is just absolutely on his gangster shit there. First played Friday, Fourth of July. This this debuted at High Sierra in '03.
Okay.
That was a show opener to start off too.
Can you
Um,
imagine being at that show? You're like,
it was so late at night too. That was a late night. Looking behind you, but
that shit, dude. The what Murph and Phipps were doing there literally made my body go like that at one point. Just so much texture,
yep.
to that Twilight.
So great point there. And I've been '04 is my favorite year to listen to that I wasn't seeing shows. So felt right to start here. This show, if you haven't checked it out, is great. I'll run through that here in a second. But um, the atmospheric sounds, the background noises, the samples, and just like I noticed that being more prevalent this year with STS9, specifically with like a song like artifact songs, like Some Sing, right?
Mhm.
Like the ooh whoop, ooh whoop, like stuff that you've like I've been seeing them for 14 years now, and stuff that like I didn't notice before on some of these
Right.
songs that I've seen live tens of times and listened to hundreds of times. Um, it seems like they're kind of going back to this where the mix is just like all one sound and like
Hmm.
I'm hearing a lot of '04 vibes on songs from 2024 specifically with the clicks, the beeps, the boops, all that good stuff. And shout out to Kaya and Brad for bringing that up in the mix and for the band's vision on doing that because that is certainly intentional for sure.
Yeah, and it would be really cool to. You're right. '04 is one of those kind of, as you're tracking the history of the band from a bird's eye view. It seems like, and I would love to ask him about this if we ever get the opportunity to. It seems like Phipps might have gotten some tools in that year that he didn't have in '03.
Yeah.
As they started introducing more technology into their sound and
Hmm.
using that more, as I'm sure they were being exposed to more stuff. Was that a year where Phipps was exposed to some things that he was really kind of a kid in a candy shop about playing with at that point?
Yeah.
'Cause it does feel like there's a lot more, just exploration in that direction in that year, doesn't it?
It feels like they get some cool gifts for Christmas sometimes, like so to
Exactly.
speak. Like when Richard Devine sat in for Wavespall 1, like just the years following that had so many like
Yes.
stick, like blotchy, patchy, like
Hmm.
just it seemed like patches that they picked up from Richard Devine and just kind
Yeah.
of like mixing into some of that too. So that's a great point for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, run it down for this show. Again, we'll put all the shows that we cover links in the description. I got some feedback from you guys in New Orleans that would be helpful. So we'll make sure all the Bandcamp links to these shows are in there. But you got a 15-minute Moonsocket opener. There are 3 improvs during this show, all of them super unique, all of them incredible. The second one in particular is one that sounds like it could be made into a song and never was. Yeah, there's some really good stuff in this show. If you're looking for some '04 goodness to go back to, that's one for sure. So that's clip one
Nice.
for me.
So that takes us to my first clip. Honestly, I thought it was an '04 show. I was smiling the whole time because I was just gonna hit play on mine, and then it's an '05 show. So
1 year
never mind.
later.
1 year later, we are in Vail, Colorado.
Okay. Yo, Perk World better chill.
Hey.
God.
David Phipps, motherfucker.
Oh my God, dude.
What happened?
Yo,
What happened? Hold on.
Pips. Oh, that's not the end.
It's
Is it
no,
loading up?
it shouldn't have been. Oh no, fuck. I don't
That's
know
all
what
right.
happened there.
Hey, pick us
We're
up where we left off.
we're going
We're human.
a there we go.
Woo! Man, you would start this with a dance. I knew it.
You know, if Phipps got those toys for Christmas in '04, he was teaching his cousins how to use them by this time in '05, bro.
Oh, well, let's talk about Perk World first, baby.
Yeah.
Zach and Free going nuts
That's why
at
I did it. That's why I did it.
the beginning and end of this clip. Jeffrey on the tablets at the end. Oh man, um, I just love those trash can endings, dude. And with like the flanged out HB, who's playing the modulus at this point too, and you can just hear
Yeah.
that with the pedals and the whammy. I miss some of that sometimes. I miss that in like you listen to like an '08 Be Nice just with like the wow 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 wow.
hmm
Like you don't get so much of that now. I think he's a better guitar player note for note now, but just with some of those effects, it's such a time capsule. But man, these first two clips they reeked of patchouli. Honestly, I'll say that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Dreadlocks everywhere, dude. A lot of white boys with dreadlocks.
A lot of
Uh,
Trustafarians in the crowd in Vail, Colorado.
this show was actually this show is brought to you by Sets by Scotty. And I actually discovered this show because Ian Beale commissioned this show for himself. And I try to listen to the shows that I make as I make them, and this one just absolutely rocked my world. I went back to it, so I go back to it all the time. This is August 12th, which is actually my wedding anniversary.
Oh, sweet.
12 years later. But August 12th, 2005 in Vail, Colorado at the 8150. The set one, you got Music Us into Move My Peeps into What Is Love, Luma Daylight, F Word, B Pulse, Moonsocket. That set two was the dance opener that you just heard. Arigato into 4 Year Puma, Ramon, Grow, By the Morning Sun, Encore, King Pharaoh's Tomb. This show is fucking awesome, guys. Go back and listen to it. It just hit play. It's a really, really great show.
Hell yes. That round. By the way, are they allowed back in Vail, Colorado after what happened in 2014?
There's human feces. I heard. So I don't know. They might have to call in a favor. I would love to see them there. I was not there, so it was not my feces.
No,
But
not your fault.
no, but the first Poseidon, I believe, in 12 years up to that point, and really, in my opinion, the night where the band said, "Hey, we're fucking back, boy. Here's a
Mhm.
Poseidon. This is what we're gonna do. Go ahead, shit on the floor, see what happens."
Here's Poseidon. Shit your pants. Tis tradition. Sweet. Great. That's the Murph era. We're
That's the
getting in
Murph
the
era.
Alana era here. All right. So for this clip, Scotty and viewers, I want to see. You guys can play at home if you recognize this clip. Let us know in the comments wherever you're listening here. This is one of those clips of a section of a song that you're not going to be 100% sure of what song it's from. So I'm going to see if Scotty can guess the year, if he can guess the song, and if he might be able to guess the show too, based on how good this one is. So I'm going to pull it up, and I'm not going to reveal it on the screen share. Let me just get that played first. Give me a second.
Was I at this show?
Ready? No.
Are you not gonna tell me? Oh, yeah, I wasn't. Okay, cool. Oh, hell yeah, son. Zach on his drum set. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it, dude. Fuck your shit, Hunter.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck.
Gotta work, Zach.
God.
What?
Bro.
Yeah, right. It's a little crash it. Oh,
First of all, tell the people how quickly I called the song.
he got it. He get that is Crystal Instrument for sure. Give
Hold on,
me.
can I let me guess the whole thing?
Wait, hold on. Zach has something to say about that clip, real quick, and then we'll get to the rest of what you have to say.
Does STS9 throw good parties?
Yes, they do. STS9 throws good parties.
Oh, flip that out, dude. That's got to be part of our intro. Send that to Rohan. Tell him to throw it in with everything else.
Oh man! All right. So we've got Crystal Instrument. Give me the year.
2018.
Nope. Come on, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Earlier or later?
Earlier.
2015.
Yes. That
Fuck me.
jam, I feel like encapsulates 2015 as a sound. Zach, newly christening still that Craviato drum set. Just how it's mic'd and like how the snare's a little bit more open there. Um, insane percussion work, man. Just like again,
Is this Canes? Is this Tulsa?
no.
Where is it?
Orpheum, Madison, Wisconsin. This is
Okay.
Goat Crystal, and I'm not taking notes on it. This
I
is
mean,
Crystal.
17.
Yeah, it keeps going. It keeps going.
You cut that. You cut that at 10 minutes.
Yes, and
Fuck out of here.
it goes into Water Song. This show, dude. Oh my God.
My goodness.
Whenever you get a
gracious.
Vapors opener, you know it's on in 2015. That's how you knew. When you got a Vapors opener, you knew it was on. You get an Only Light Remains, very rare track at this point. Sick Grow, By the Morning Sun, 13 plus minute peeps, 13 plus minute PNR, Rabble, Click Clang Echo, Moons, and then that was the end of the first set. This second set starts with 12-minute Moon Socket. Right into, I believe it segues into this Crystal Instrument. Yeah, Moon Socket into Crystal into Water Song. I'm choking over that segment. You talk about all-time segments.
Dude, oh my God, that's a 38-minute segment.
Yes. Insane. Glad I made it out alive. Yes.
I'm happy for you, brother.
And then I went to Panic the next night in Milwaukee.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. Goat Chris.
Oh.
And I've been waiting to talk about this one. This was the perfect opportunity. Hopefully I didn't blow my load too early with this new format, but that's a fun one.
No, honestly, if you notice my demeanor change a little bit, I was about when everything cut and Zach started hitting that snare real hard. In my head, I was like, this is beating the shit out of my clip right now.
Not a competition, but it is.
It's not, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not beating the shit out of my clip. Let's see. We are going back to. I gotta be honest. I don't even know what year we're going back to. Where am I at here?
You go to the Georgia Theater. We're staying in 2015.
Nope, we're going to 2016.
Let's go. No, you didn't.
Don't do it.
Damn it, Saxon.
Here we come.
Look at that look by Saxon.
I'm gonna let it go a little longer.
Fair.
Wind it out there because I don't know when to say when.
Flag. You can't use Saxon in this competition. That is dirty work, son. Okay, I got a new name for this one. The Freakalist.
The Freakalist. I like it, man.
Oh,
this
that's
is
why you don't miss. That's why you don't miss a Sunday show. I was just gonna say.
This is a Sunday show. I for some reason in my head this was just like a casual Tuesday evening. This was not a casual Tuesday.
Nothing
evening.
Casual about it. No.
This was a formal Sunday event in Cleveland, Ohio, of all places.
Columbus, Ohio.
Sorry, not
even
Cleveland.
worse. Even worse. What the fuck did the Buckeye fans get to deserve that, dude? Fuck Ohio State, and I'll go on record right now. Fuck Ohio State and everything they stand for. Take me a second to say that. Go Irish. I'd never thought I'd say it in my life. Go Irish, but F word, Nautilus. F word, dirty work, son.
I'm here, bro. I'm here. It might not be the best crystal instrument of all time, but it is some hefty 2016 work.
Yeah.
I don't know what it. Were you here?
Yes, this
You
was
were.
a part of the Canadian border weekend. This was a
Okay.
part of my epic run from Madison, Detroit to here. Yes.
Okay.
This was the first weekend I met Chris Rosarina, actually. He drove me from Detroit to Columbus.
So this board, the sound, it's like it's in a recording studio. I remember hearing it and just being like, where the fuck did they play this show?
Yeah.
Was
So
this
it was
venue new?
Yes, new venue. So that makes
Okay.
sense that the sound is super good on this. New small venue, Express Live, in the heart of downtown Columbus. Nice little area, man. I gotta say, this is a really cool venue, and this show slaps.
Yeah.
For sure.
Did you know this was online?
The video of that, I would assume
Yeah.
it would be. This was the JMR era for sure. So
I had never seen it. I was looking for my next clip to see if that had a JMR, and I found this and spent yesterday watching this with my son because wow,
what do you
got like,
think?
it's got like 25,000 views on it. Apparently I'm like the only person that hadn't seen it.
Yeah, no, there was a dance and there was a King Pharaoh's Tomb encore, I
Yes.
believe. Yeah, it was a sick aimlessly. There's a lot of TUI on this show, which makes sense. It is a month and a half after the release there. But there's some good nuggets in here too. Really good simulator Equinox.
Yeah, you got Super Cluster, Golden Gate, Simulator, Equinox, To the World, Evasive, Blue Mood, Give and Take Aimlessly, Set to March into Grow, Circus 2012, F Word, Nautilus, F Word, Get Loud, Dance. That Get Loud Dance is a smoker.
Yeah, that's a cool little segue. That was before. Well, Get Loud's as we've said, Get Loud has always been a pop.
No,
but
this is when it started. This is when it really started to grow
Yeah.
legs.
Yeah, into dance. That's more dirty work. Just some really, really cool segues in this show. So very cool stuff, Scotty, for your second clip. Time for my third clip, right? Time for the wild card.
Let's see it.
All right.
You got Murph or Alana?
Yeah.
You went Alana.
Yeah, of course I did. Come on.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get this timing queued up. Of course, you got to reload Bandcamp here. Let's get the timing right.
Go ahead and do
We'll
that
see.
one.
We'll see. Here we go.
Ah. Oh.
Bro, that drum pattern.
Ooh, Alana, if you don't calm down. Okay, Zach. Piss Rockland if you're nasty.
All right, before someone gets hurt.
2019 is the best year that this band has ever fucking had. Stop playing with me, bro. What?
Belt to ass right there, dude. Oh man, do I love soundcheck recordings. So soundcheck, House of
Hey,
Blues.
Sound Tribe. Can we stop playing those to nobody?
You know who was there? Caesar was there. I
Caesar
wasn't
was
at
there?
this. Yeah, and that pisses me right off. And me and him talk. This one's for you, Caesar. Me and you talk about this one all
You're
the
never
time.
gonna hear it. You're never gonna hear this.
2019 is also one of the best years because the amount of these soundtracks that are on Bandcamp. Oh,
I kept thinking multiple times during that like these are things that still happen. They're just like a tree that falls in the forest with nobody there. They must not because nobody's fucking there to hear it.
it is.
So
It's one of those moments that makes you want to be a fly on the wall in the studio to like find out what is going on during rehearsals because, yeah, this was the day after Valentine's Day. It sounds like the whole band got broken up
yeah.
with by their by their significant others. Yo, yeah, this was night one. This is 17 minutes and 46 seconds long. That was a 7-minute clip of it. There is a nasty drum and bass section. Kind of, Zach starts it out with that sick drum pattern. Sounds like he's leading the troops to battle there. Did you a spit take? Can I get you on a spit take? You know, he's the guy at the front, just like with the snare drum.
That was my first legitimate spit take. Maybe.
And that is how the Union won the Civil War.
Oh.
So I realized this week. Shout out Alex Hummel on the new Good for Everyday design. That shirt design is sick. So it made me go back and listen to Good for Everyday, and a very similar drum pattern to this.
Okay.
I'd love to talk to Zach to see if there was any kind of ode to Good for Everyday on this. It's a very different vibe. Good for Everyday is very laid back, airy, funky tune on Seasons 01. Go check that out if you haven't. That is an unbelievable collection of recordings. But yeah, that really unique drum pattern. And I thought immediately of this. I was like, I haven't heard that drum pattern. I've heard it somewhere. And I came back to this, and sure enough, there were some similarities. I'll have to, again, we'll have to ask them about this at some point. They probably would deny that they even remember this. They probably even don't. You know, that's how they roll. But
yeah, they just shit this out and just keep it moving, dude.
Yep.
We're lucky they even recorded it, I guess.
Striking similarities, but man, 2019, the amount of these soundcheck recordings.
Yeah. Okay. Going back to
a
your
whole
question,
stable of them. Yeah.
That's what I'd like to see more in 2025. I would like to see I would like to see all of that shit that they were doing in 2019. Record your sound checks, please. Invite people to sound checks. We'll pay money for them.
Oh yeah, I pay good money to go to sound checks.
Let's bring those back because we know you're still doing this. It's not you're obviously having fun. We know you're still doing this behind closed doors. So let's bring those back because that was a really cool era. I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's okay, cool. My last clip, boy, you want to talk about pockets? We are talking Michael Jackson zipper pockets, dude. We're talking cargo shorts.
These pockets?
Dude, more pockets than just that pocket. More pockets and more pockets. Oh, of course.
Oh, that's all right.
Of course. Hold up. Here we go. Why do you keep doing that?
Right in the pocket.
Right in the
737.
pocket. 737.
737.
Good Lord. 2 in a row. Never doing clips again. I don't even know who that is.
That's Fitz.
Boom.
Bro, 2015 was different, dude.
I
Yeah,
just, it's- just
2025. I want to see a return to the Georgia Theater. I want to see the
Yes.
Gibson Hollow. I want to see the Gibson Hollow Body come back a little bit. It's just a different sound, dude. They're just a different band. Like
Mhm.
it is such a just like moment of in time of STS9 Sonic history that year. You could go to any show and hear it. It's a different vibe. And your Shaktis like this were pretty easy to come by. So
I
solid.
mean, not quite like this, man.
Yeah.
This is the one. This is the one, man. If you put a gun to my head and say put your favorite one in front of me, this is it for me. I've
It
been
was this is
waiting.
March 20th,
Yes, March 20th.
2015,
I've
Georgia
been
Theater,
I've
Athens,
been waiting
Georgia. Let's
12
go.
episodes for an excuse to talk about this shock doctrine. Um, uh, Man, just this set list in general is unbelievable. To set the tone, I mean, this shock doctrine happened smack dab into what many would probably rightfully say is the best 3-night run this band has ever had. Um, they and this is, I mean, Equinox, Blue Mood Simulator, Frequency Suite, the full suite, DMB 2, 3, and then Shock Doctrine before they get into the 4-year Puma Good Times, and then open up set 2 with Come Why, Groove is in the Heart, Come Why, with Marine Murphy, Vapors, Nautilus, Aimlessly, Glugly, Crystal, Clickling Echo, Better Day by the Morning Sun. If you're not familiar with this run, just start here.
Yep.
Start the night before and just go all the way through.
Required listening for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2015 in a nutshell.
Yep. Woo, that was fun, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
We'll let the public decide. We'll let the
All
public
right.
decide. But
I've got I got something cool here
yeah,
that I haven't showed you. Hopefully the audio comes through here before I share my screen. Just a little follow up. So last week we did a segment about people's aha moments, right? And we talked about BP amongst other people. And we got a little hung up on the Athens, Georgia to Madison, Wisconsin thing. And he reached out to me afterwards and said that he's actually a huge fan of the show, listens every week. He didn't go from Athens to Madison. A friend of his gave him a CD with Athens 2000 on it, and that was what got him to Madison eventually for his first show.
all right.
And provoked his aha moment. So he wanted me to clarify that. He also sent me a very cool video. So his son is a drummer. And he gave me permission to share this. His son's favorite song to drum along to is Come Why.
Okay. Get it. Oh,
Yeah.
look at him. Bro, let's go.
Yeah, so apparently one of those shakers he has is signed by the band.
Oh,
He got
jeez.
that, and that was kind of the thing, along with a trip to Montana last year. He said he took his son to Montana. Before that, his son was kind of iffy about STS9, didn't really know about it. He said his aha moment was monkey music at the end of the first set on the first night. And he's been a huge fan ever since. This kid's been to 5 shows since.
Bro, I saw him
Montana.
getting down at Red Rocks, dude. He
Yes.
was
Yes.
lighting the crowd on fire, dude. That was amazing. This
That
kid's a
kid,
legend.
yes,
Yes.
that kid. He's seen 5 shows up to this point. His dad's got a kit in the basement, and his current favorite thing to do is go down there and drum along with Zach to STS9 jams. So I thought that was a cool little thing to throw in the pod.
That's fire. That is
Yeah.
cool. Thank you, BP, for sending that in. He is a good man. I'm very familiar with him. Shout out BP. But yeah, I think we got a given hot take, and you're on the seat here, Scotty.
Yeah, Nate. So we're gonna play a little game here. I'm just gonna read you 5 set lists, 5 random set lists. I'm not gonna tell you anything about it other than the songs played, and you tell me whether these are good shows or whether these are shows you would want to be at or shows that you go, okay, I'm cool if I miss that. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
First show, Spotty Out of Deliciousness, 2001, King Pharaoh's Tomb, all with horns. When the Dust Settles, Looking Back on Earth, Golden Gate Moon, Socket Vapors Simulator. Set 2, Biggs, Beyond Right Now, ABC's, T.W.E.L.V.E, and Summer Angels, Grow, awesome into unquestionable supremacy of nature. Encore, what is love? Grizzly Inspire Strikes Back.
That had to be Athens.
Okay, we're not getting down. We're not
Okay.
guessing yet.
All right.
So is
all
that
right.
a show that you would like to be at?
Hell yeah.
All right,
2001.
How about Scheme, Viable, Instantly, Circus, Warrior, Arigato, Blue Mood, Kabuki, March, F Word, One a Day, Squares and Cubes, Rent, Hidden Hand, 2012, Encore, Wicca, Kamwai.
What? Wicca
Okay.
Kamwai?
Uh-huh.
Wicca Kamwaicha?
How about first set, Shock Doctrine, ABC's Really What, Kamwai, Hubble, F Word, Hidden Hand, Hidden Fish, Shakedown Street Scheme. Set 2, AHM, Kabuki, What is Love, Empires, Biggs, One a Day, Encore, Music Us, When the Dust Settles. Pretty good show.
I'd throw my phone at the ground if I was reading the set list and I wasn't at that one.
How about this one might be familiar to you. Remember, we're not guessing shows. Restereo, Song 2, Beyond Right Now, Arigato, and Summer Angels, Grizzly, Music Us, When the Dust Settles, Equinox, Set 2, ABC's Ramones, Simulator, Grow, Blue Moods, Schemer Prize, Moonsocket Circus, Encore, Wicked Chicana, Looking Back on Earth.
I was at that one.
And my final one, Blue Moon, Evasive, Wicca, Grizzly, Between 6th and 7th, Thriller, Simulator, Move My Peeps, 2001, Set 2, Spotty, Viable, Shock Doctrine, Frequency Suite, Squares and Q's, New Soba, Robot Rock, Low Swagger, From Now On, Encore, King Pharaoh's Tomb with Tombs. Nate, do you see what I'm doing here?
2013 was a good fucking year.
It is time to stop the fucking 2013 slander. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. I know
some
we
help.
all need, I know everyone needs an enemy. I know everyone needs to have a year that they talk shit about and they act like are the dark ages and the dull storm. Stop it. 2013 was a good year. It was a if you do I go back to that year a lot? No. I would say that 2013 was an amazing year of set list writing with less than desired amounts of jamming, if any, really.
Yeah.
But
fair.
You take these set lists that I just read to you. First of all, the shows are 4.5 hours long. These are incredibly long shows if you take these songs and you turn 2024 versions into them. But there's nothing wrong with this year on paper. There was a lot of horns, a lot. I think 10 or 11 shows they had horn sit-ins. That's probably more than any other year in this band's history. So even though it was the last year of Murph, and obviously the band couldn't have been at their happiest that year because there were some things going on. I roll my eyes every time people talk about, oh, that was my first year and I hate it. I wish I'd seen. Shut up. You saw great STS9. You saw great set list writing. You saw a Stump tour. You saw a lot of really, really good.
You saw that.
You saw a 5-night Tabernacle run.
Those Saxon light shows from that Tabby run are insane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good point, Scotty. Great point. And I was at that show at the Song 2 RE Stereo. They started out, they were doing that for a little bit during that tour where they'd start off a couple of songs axed in the first set and then they'd get into some of that other stuff. So that's another cool thing that they were doing for sure.
Yep.
So good point. It's a hot take. I agree. And there's a lot of people that would, again, roll their eyes at you. But no, the set lists speak for themselves. Bring back 2001, right, dude, bro? If they hit 2001 right now, with
do
Alana,
2001 modular.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Jesus, there's an idea. Do it. Cool.
All right.
We're
our fan segment.
Yeah. So our fan question this week or last week for this week's episode was a great idea by Scotty. If you could go to dinner with any member of the band, who would it be and why? What would you order? What do you think they would order? Go. I'm going to start with one of my favorites, Chuck Shannon, omakase with Phipps in Japan. Oh, that would be a cool experience for sure. Brandon Pearl's with him. Jamie's with him. I'm sure everybody's with me. That'd be a cool experience. What's another one you liked?
I was about to read one, but we read them last week, so I'm going to I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to go Jonathan DeMart. After being so blessed to spend a little more time with each of them at Camp Elsewhere, I'd go Hunter. He's not online. He never did the lessons during COVID, and we barely hear from him. I feel like we would grab a slice walking to New York City, looking at the sights and talking and taking in the shit show. I like this answer. I'm interested to see how you feel about it. Hunter's really interesting. In the times that I've gotten to chop it up with him, I would have been with Jonathan. I would expect him to be more quiet and reserved, but I find Hunter to actually be one of the more talkative of the band members.
Chatty for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
you get him, and we're both hip hop heads, so I know that's one of the things I can ask him about to kind of get him going. And you get Hunter going on a topic he really cares about. He's a lot of fun to talk to. So
he would be
think,
my pick too. But
yeah,
he's a mysterious, inaccessible man, and that feeds into just his aura. Like it's
sure.
almost like don't meet your heroes, like don't meet your deities. Honestly, like that man's a god. He'd be my answer for sure, and
For
it'd
sure.
be a grilled cheese on lot with Hunter Brown.
Absolutely. I love that. I was gonna say waffle. Somebody else took my answer too. I think
Waffle House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waffle House with STS with Hunter.
With Hunter
Like
Brown.
after a show, after he's kind of all that creative energy is still cooking. I'll pay, I'll buy. And
Oh.
we'll go out and then have some combos over some all-star specials. That sounds awesome.
Big treat, big treat. So, one I wanted to read is a longer one, and he put a lot of thought into this, and I figured it would be stupid for us not to share it. Earl Whitney, great man, longtime South Tribe fan, valued listener. Everyone's a valued listener, but man, he's does a great job to staying connected with us and giving us the inspiration we need. Earl is a chef himself, and he flipped the question a little bit. He said, "You have the band at a private dining event. You choose the
I
meal."
flipped the question. That's
Yeah,
me. I flipped the question.
you flip the question. There we go. You have the band at a private dining event. You choose the meal. What would you cook each member of the band? So he says, that's the thing. I don't know what they like to eat. That's my question if I had been elsewhere. Alana asked me for a few recipes when she got her Le Creuset Dutch oven. Ooh, fancy, Alana. And Free saw my story one day when I made dashi and asked for that recipe. Also ate lunch with Free in Asheville once. So I know he eats clean and healthy. I know Phillips likes Japanese at least. I've heard from multiple sources that HB doesn't like sauce. Like sauce? Brother, ew. What's that, brother? I have a hard time believing that Hunter motherfucking slap your mama respectfully Brown doesn't like sauce. If that's true, it breaks my culinary heart as I'm a literal fucking saucier, and it's my specialty and passion. If I think the actual answer to y'all's original question for me would be Velmer. Probably definitely Zach, as I've connected with him at the least out of the band and I know the least about him. That's why I'd ask them what their favorite thing to eat every day, the rest of their life type of meals were. I'd want to know what their dietary restrictions are. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll get to feed at least one of them. My restaurant is literally next door to the Tennessee Theater. If you're asking me what I'd cook all of them if they were sitting at the same table, flying blind without the knowledge of what they're into or what they can't have, I don't think I could have the answer for that. Sounds like an embarrassment waiting to happen in front of my heroes. Nightmare, even. Now, with that said knowledge, I could prepare specific dishes for each of them based on their dietaries. Fuck, man, such a tough thing for me to ponder on, but also a real deal dream of mine. Hunter Brown doesn't like fucking sauce. What am I supposed to do with that? Steak and potatoes? Salad, no dressing? Is it more of a doesn't eat ketchup like sauce, pre-made BS, or does the man really not like Alfredo or spaghetti sauce even? Like, even if I let him try one of my jus or demis I spent 48 to 72 hours on, and he frowned at it, probably cry. I'd probably cry. Hunter motherfucking slap your mama respectfully Brown doesn't like sauce. He is the sauce. I don't imagine not liking my pot roast that I just made. I mean, I could do a French comfort food meal like duck confit parmentier, which is basically a duck confit shepherd's pie in a cast iron, but just duck confit, garlic potato puree, or foam and duck jus made from the confit bones. Man, I'm getting hungry reading this. Holy crap. Now, if you tried a bit of that and you don't like it, you might be ISIS. Fuck, bro. I make the best pasta. I have a nickname in the industry community. around here as the Earl of Pasta. Like, what do they want? I can literally do anything. Ha ha ha. So, for safety's sake, without the knowledge needed to knock it out of the park for each one of them separately, I'd go with pasta. Their individual favorite pasta dish, because again, I'm the Earl of fucking pasta. Surely HP likes butter noodles, or is he gluten free?
That was inside of the mind of a chef with Earl Whitney.
That was me reading a teleprompter going back to my college days. Man, that was a lot. Whew.
Thank you, Earl. As always, thank you for your words of support. Thank you for putting so much thought into that answer. I hope one day that you do get to cook for the band, and if they ever return to the Tennessee Theater, let's make that happen for Earl. That'd be great.
Can I be the busboy?
I will. Yeah, I'll do dishes, whatever you need me to do.
Watch out for that bus. Awesome. Hey, we got one prompt here. We got a lot of irons in the fire, guys. For this year, it's going to be a huge year for the band and for Podular. We're super excited to keep doing the damn thing every freaking week for you. Thank you for listening. And we've got some really cool guests cooked up for you guys. But we want to hear from you guys, Scotty. What do we want to know?
We want to know what you want to see, the listener. We're 12 episodes into this, guys. We're starting to get a pretty good rhythm. We're starting to feel comfortable experimenting with things, and bringing some people on here that we might not necessarily know so well. And so, who would you want to see? Who in the STS9 community, artists, people that have opened for them, whatever, other fans? Who do you want to see us talk to and nerd out about our favorite band with? We promised you guys at the beginning that this was going to be kind of a fan-led effort where we got you guys involved, and this is kind of your first call to arms, so to speak. So tell us who you want to see, and we'll work on that along with the numerous guests we're already in talks with.
Good stuff. Cannot wait for it, buddy. You're the best co-host, and you guys are the best listeners. Yes, thank you for listening. Have a great weekend, everybody. Subscribe to Bandcamp, subscribe to us, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever the deal is. Comment on it. Get the stuff going. You can find all the tickets you need to the upcoming shows we talked about at sts9.com. But again, thank you for listening. See you guys next week.
Yes, Pats. Thanks, guys.